It's DKG Night back at it. Back on Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, going over the top 5 guns to use in Warzone 2 on day 1, starting with the Scar. Scar class is the VLK optic, the 14.5-inch Tundra Pro barrel, the Echoless 80 muzzle, the 60 round mag, and the tuning for those are for the Tundra Pro barrel for max recoil steadiness, max damage range. For the Echoless 80 muzzle, max recoil smoothness and max bullet velocity. And for the last one, Demo IMP4 grip is max recoil stabilization and max aiming stability, and the VLK has no tuning for that. I feel like this one's an absolute beamer, and the way that the new gameplay is definitely going to be needing some long-range guns with no recoil, because damage range is much harder to come by in the new game.
Yeah, this gun has like no recoil. It's hard hitting. The only thing that sucks about this class is the ADS is a little slow. It's slow for multiplayer, but like once you get into Warzone, this ADS isn't gonna matter as much. ADS in multiplayer's always been way more important than in Warzone. Yeah, this gun is probably I want to say my second favorite gun, for multiplayer at least, and yeah, this gun has been really good, and oh wow, I just got sniped. Alright, well, on to the next gun of
the RPK.
The RPK. This, I'm just going to start off and say, this is probably my favorite gun I've used. Literally, the only thing that sucks is LMG, so it's slow. Like, you're slow moving, but this gun is insane. Absolutely my favorite gun. Same thing, just bad ADS, but it's going to be like that for every gun. And you guys can tune away, like, to add ADS if that's important to you. Yeah, on the RPK class.
I haven't gotten a chance to use RPK, but from watching it, other people use it, and knowing that LMGs are low-key, like, some of the best guns in the game over anything. I definitely know that this gun's going to be crazy, starting with the class, the VLK optic, the TAC 597 barrel, the Polar Fire S muzzle, the Demo X2 rear grip, and the heavy sports stock. And with the tuning, the Polar Fire S muzzle is max recoil smoothness and max bullet velocity. The TAC 597 barrel, max recoil steadiness and max damage range. So in long range fights, you don't definitely need that. The Demo X2 grip, max recoil steadiness and nothing to the bottom. And on the stock and the VLK have no tuning. But this gun is definitely a beamer.
Yeah, this is definitely the gun I had the most fun with, getting gold, and it's probably not even close. I haven't had a chance to like try to get long shots. I've got some just like playing normally, but I haven't like specifically tried to get long shots for platinum, because this is the only LMG I have gold as of now. But it is, even when I was just playing, I wasn't even trying to get them. It was stupid easy getting them. So alright, that is the RPK. Now we are on to the Icarus.
Now, I got a chance to use this gun, got it gold, and it is definitely, I think, my second favorite gun that I've used other than the Scar. It's an LMG, hard hitting, slow moving, but you don't need that for range encounters. And like this gun in multiplayer, 2-shot, 3-shot, anywhere from any range, it was crazy. I used it with no optic, but for Warzone, we use it with the starting with the VLK optic, and then going on to the barrel F-Tech Cold Cold Forge barrel, the RF Crown 50 muzzle, the F-Tac Ripper 5.6 underbarrel, and the Demo Precision Elite stock. And for the tuning, the crown barrel, max recoil stabilization, and max gun kick control. Max recoil steadiness at damage range for the LD or the Cold Forge 16-inch barrel. Max recoil stabilization and aiming idle stability for the F-Tac Ripper, and max aim locking steadiness and aiming idle stability for the Precision Elite stock. Next gun, the U. You can start out talking about that, the U.
Yep, next gun is the U.
This gun is, I think, fan favorite.
Best gun in the game, bro. I love this gun so much.
Definitely fan favorite.
I will admit, getting long shots, I hated it. It's not the best gun at range, because it literally every other Call of Duty game this gun is in, it's SMG. So it's not supposed to like beam across the map like the rest of the guns on this list, but this is probably the best. Like if you're a person that likes to push and like mid-range fights, this is probably the best gun for you. Compared to the rest, as obviously it's better ADS, and it hits stupid hard. It just at range, damage falls off a tiny bit, and the recoil, there's not very much recoil, especially close, but once you get to range, the recoil does pick up a little bit. So that's one thing to consider. It's just depending on your play style. Depends on the best gun for you.
So I know this is absolute fan favorite. Everyone in the community loves this gun. I have not heard one person talk badly about this gun. It's definitely more of a mid-range encounter gun. You might be able to tune it and use attachments to make it more long range, but for the most part, this gun's going to be for medium encounters mixed with probably like a sniper or a marksman rifle or something like that. But for the attachments, we'll start with the DF-105 reflex sight instead of the VOK, because it's super bouncy, and I feel like the VOK, it'll be kind of hard to, like aim, keep your recoil with that, so the reflex sight I think is better. The Echoless 80 muzzle, the 45 round mag, because the normal mag is 30, and for Warzone you need more if you're going to use this as your medium close encounter. And then the Spetsnaz S10 stock. And for the muzzle, Echoless 80, I used 0.04 recoil smoothness and 0.55 bullet velocity. For the lock grip Precision 40, nothing to hit recoil control, hit locking speed, but max ADS. And for the Spetsnaz S10 stock, negative 2.46 ADS and then 1.24 aiming idle stability. But yeah, this gun's definitely going to be used a lot in Warzone, no doubt, and definitely be viable for, unless they nerf it, but I'm expecting it to be definitely on the top.
I agree.
Top of the totem pole for sure.
All right. Number 5 is the STB-556, aka the AUG. This gun, I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely hated it at first until I realized that I hated the iron sights and I just couldn't kill anyone because I wasn't aiming high enough because the iron sights are bad. Once I put on a reflex, in multiplayer at least, it was really good. This is actually the first time I'm ever using it with the VOK, and it's doing pretty good so far.
I got this so I got AR's Platinum, and this personally was my second favorite over third favorite over behind the Scar and the U, and over the M4, which usually I'm a big M4 fan, and I feel like it's a little less likable in this game for some reason. I'm not really sure why. It's a great gun still, but there's guns I think that are over, and that's just one of them. Starting with the VOK optic. This is, if you played Modern Warfare 2019 in Warzone, but this is the best optic like in the game. The 24.4 Bruin S barrel, the second tread 40 muzzle, the 42 round mag, because the original I think is 25, and that's way too low. And the Bruin ACR 5.6 stock. And for the second tread muzzle, max recoil stabilization and gun kick control, max recoil steadiness and damage range for the stock, the Bruin stock, max aim locking steadiness and aiming idle stability for the Bruin. And yeah, that's it for the tuning.
And then we didn't get any gameplay of this one, but honorable mention is the M4. I don't know what to think of this gun. It is pretty good, but it's kind of bouncy. Which I know some people don't mind guns like that. There's a couple guns in original Warzone that were bouncy. It doesn't necessarily have recoil. It's just like bouncy with your sight. And I have always hated guns like that. But like the M4 is not a bad gun.
I have as well.
So,
just like you were saying, guns in 2019, AMAX, like one of the most popular guns ever. It was bouncy. I didn't really like it much either, but it was definitely one of the best ARs of all time.
Yeah, so for this M4, we have the second tread 40 with max recoil stabilization and max gun kick control. The high tower 20-inch barrel with max recoil steadiness and max damage range. VOK optic. We use the VOK optic on almost every gun. If you guys like reflex sights instead, that's fine. But for like Warzone, like I use the VOK on my Grau all the time, and VOK has been my favorite optic. It's always been my go-to optic. Then we have the second ZX grip with max recoil steadiness and max aiming idle stability. And then to end it off, we have the 60 round mag. Warzone, you always need a big mag. And keep in mind, none of these are the whole class. It's just the primary gun, as because in Warzone 2 you can only buy your primary gun from the buy station. So that's kind of what this video is for. And these guns aren't necessarily the top 5 guns in the game. They're just the best primary guns to buy from the buy station, because like the MP5 or the Lockman sub is probably one of the best guns in the game. But are you really gonna want to buy just a Lockman sub in Warzone? Like if that's your only gun, it's up to you. But we found these 5 guns is the best all around guns, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah, definitely. These 5, just all the multiplayer experience. We don't really know specifically what Warzone 2 what guns are gonna be really meta yet, because we don't really know how the game plays other than just pre-beta videos and stuff like that. But from Warzone 1 experience and what we've used, this is what we picked out and our preferences for, and just hope this helps for sure.
Alright, those were the top 5 guns to use in Warzone at day 1. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching. So.